Should not have done that. Oh, I wonder if I was the only one to have that, but oh my god. But all the way back here? No. What the fuck? Oh god. And now we're being stupid. When I was a kid, I used to be scared of the console crashing, like the noise and the scream was scary as fuck. I'm sure everyone has one of those irrational fears that just makes no sense. Like I said, for me, one of the scariest things were the mummies in Tomb Raider 1. Like that, those screams just haunted my dreams. Piano in Mario 64. Never played Mario 64, so I can't say for sure. But yeah, Tomb Raider has always had its subtle horror moments, like those mummies in Tomb Raider 1, 40 fathoms in Tomb Raider 2, where you just start out in the middle of the ocean in the dark with your air supply dwindling and all of that. Like, there have always been elements of that in the Tomb Raider games. No, Lara, let's not shoot the turret, you're going to die. I used to have nightmares about the GameCube starting screen. Like the final was replaced by a jump scare instead of the logo. Alright, you didn't drop anything, so we can safely ignore you. I am actually going to look up one thing about that secret though. I want to know if the door not being open was because we got the wrong levers over there, or if it was because by design that we just can only get in there later. Because I don't remember. I know that up there is where the secret is, but I'm not sure if the door not being open was our fault or just design. Don't forget to save. Yes, definitely gonna have to do that. We're gonna save as soon as we are in the other room with the many levers and we have killed the dude in there. Oh, this is taking its sweet time. Please unswitch. In my experience, if you try to switch this early to close the door again, it bugs out, so. Alright, let's go. Okay, let's shoot this guy. Take a medipack. And now we save before we access those levers. And now I'm gonna have to look up the secret. that's secret 2, secret 3. Hang on, where are we? Oh, this is way ahead of us. Okay, so we can only get to the secret much later. Okay, so we were not doing it in the right, we were not doing it in the wrong order. We were actually doing it correctly. And these levers don't matter. Cool. Too fast for the game. Hey, this time we actually managed to get the right combination. Not too fast for the game, I just know too much. Alright. Let's go. Oh. Got blocked by the UFO. Too smart, what a nightmare we have in common. It can sometimes be like that. I remember a while ago, my mom asked me to help her out with a puzzle in an online game in an MMO, Blade and Soul. And I was way overthinking it. I spent like an hour or so trying to think about it because it looked to me like a combination puzzle. There were a few glowing orbs that were already placed on the map, and then you had one glowing orb that you could place yourself, etc. And I was way overthinking it, and then my dad came around and he just looked at it for like 30 seconds and went, "Oh, it's a Sudoku, okay." And I'm like, what? I didn't even think of it in terms of Sudoku. I was thinking like, I was doing 3D chess with this puzzle, and it was really just, no, it's a Sudoku, okay. Fuck you too. Stupid MMO. I love overthinking things. Alright. Now we get to the fun part of this level. Or I should say the really fun part. I do enjoy this level. With all its kookiness and its scary, creepy, dark corners. You love overthinking. Did you play Hitman? I did not. Okay, Lara, get going before the laser gets you. Thank you. Good job. A 1,000 ways to kill every target. Or 1,000,000 ways to kill every target. Yeah. I heard about that. I heard it's very good with that sort of thing. Alright, now we can actually go down here. You see that big missile up here? Yeah. We're about to launch that. I'm not sure what it's programmed to hit. I'm not sure what the payload is. I sincerely apologize to anyone that we're about to nuke. Yeah, you can actually die if you stand in this room. You will burn to death. So... you have to run into the bunker here. Please not my house again. Yeah, like that's how far the burning stuff goes. So I don't know what we just nuked, but we nuked something. Sorry. Just casually causing an international incident, I guess. Lara comes back from her adventures like 2 weeks later and finds out that World War III has broken out because a rogue missile from Nevada landed somewhere in Russia or something. Oof. I'm not gonna read that out. That one is dark. Let's get that. Problem solved. All right. Lara, go in here, please. Don't be like that. Okay, that took a little bit of our health, but we're still fine. Wasn't a perfect run, but it's good enough. For this, I think if we use the MP5, we can actually get this dude from here. Yeah. Beautiful. Don't shoot him like that. He might fall and get hurt. I think that ship has already sailed. The getting hurt ship has already sailed. I do like what they did with the sunset here. Like, it was very subdued in the original, but it's very nice and orange and dramatic. And I think there is a achievement, actually, for doing a handstand on top of this tower. I mean, I already did all the achievements, but let's do it anyways. There we go. And then we need to get back down here for a cool minute. And we get a little shortcut. Duck. Thank you. Yeah, so we don't have the entire monkey climbing across the rail tracks again. And yeah, the shading is really cool in the remake. Like, they really did a great job. In some cases, I think the original lighting would have been better, but most of the time they did a really good job. Especially with all the skyboxes. You should thank the duck for ducking Lara. Yeah. Alright. And now that the lights are on, we can actually see what's in there. We've got aliens. You can have some real fun with photo mode here if you want. Hang on. Let me see, which one was it? Lara's just like, doodaloo, nothing to see here. Hang on, this one. Yeah. Wait, you can have some real fun here with the poses if you put yourself in the right positions, etc. We're not going to play around with that for very long. But yeah, we've got aliens. And we're going to get a sneak peek at the secret in just a second. Let's get out of this room again. This is not a species appropriate enclosure. But still, it's orcas. I love orcas. And there's another alien up there. I don't care about him. I care about the orcas. Yep, and we're about to get into this tank. That's the secret right there. We're gonna drop into this tank and get the safe crystal that's floating in there. And, well, I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm just gonna wait until we get in there. I'm not gonna spoil it yet. We just have to do a bit of creative jumping first. I'll be very sad if you shoot them. I don't think you can actually shoot them. First of all, you can't actually target anything in there, and secondly, I think they are basically see-through. Also, I would never shoot an orca. They're such beautiful, wonderful animals. A little bit kooky, but crazy. You know, kind of dangerous if they want to kill you, but... Hello, my guardian, how's it going? You're coming in at just the right time. We just launched a missile to God knows where. We have found a UFO and aliens, and we are about to get into my favorite secret in the game. Because you guessed it, we are in Area 51. Respect that you're still streaming with the heat. I was seriously considering whether I should or shouldn't. But in the end, this game is not so taxing on my PC, so it doesn't make much difference. So whether I have my PC on just normally idling, browsing, etc., or whether I have my PC on streaming, doesn't make much difference. It's gonna be 30 degrees in here anyways, so... Do you guys hear that? I'm gonna turn up the sound for a minute. Come on, guys. Yep, we've got whale songs. I love this secret. I love it so much. We've got orcas and they make noises. It's so cute. Okay, that was enough fun. Now we gotta get out of here and get into the UFO. And then you guys get to decide whether we are going to London or the South Pacific. So think about it for a minute, because we're almost there. Yeah, we only need 2 more pickups and one of these is going to be the artifact, so. Oh, I think we're actually gonna need full health to drop down here. Or at least near full health. The water is 1500 Celsius, by the way, since you launched a missile. Yeah. South Pacific might be cooler than London currently, to be honest. Yeah. Although in the game, so to give you guys an idea, South Pacific is gonna have a bunch of exotic creatures, very beautiful skyboxes, and temples. And the worst level in all of Tomb Raider, if you ask me. London has what is generally considered to be the worst level in all of Tomb Raider, on all of the original trilogy. It's pretty dark, it's pretty rainy, and a lot of diving is going to happen. So, make with that what you will. But yeah, just to show my Guardian, we've got aliens too, you know. Like you do. Couldn't have an alien spacecraft without an alien getting dissected. And now we're going to get into the spaceship. And hey, look, it's bigger on the inside. Why would we bother talking? Let's just cut it open. Yeah. Shoot first, ask questions later kind of philosophy. Oh, fuck. That was close. There's a medipack somewhere in here, right? Fun fact, if you stand in front of the glowing windows for too long, you get radiation poisoning. And you actually take health damage. Just ask questions while shooting. Yeah. Which window was it? There was one window that actually damages you if you stand in front of it. Oh well. Not gonna bother with that right now. We are still missing another pickup, which is strange. We missed something somewhere. But I don't know where right now, so... Oh well, let's just finish the level. We got all the secrets, that's what matters.